Ah! Ah! Oh. Hello, everyone. I'm back again. Kinda. There's very few of you here today. Everyone's as fucking pissed off as I am this morning. Everyone's like, ugh. Oh, I don't want to be here. And you know what? I fucking get it. Oh, what a morning. I woke up grumpy, chat. I did not have a good sleep. I wouldn't say I'm pissed off. I'm just like, I don't want to be here. You don't want to be here. So you don't got grave grime tonight. You got grump grime. Or grave grump. Whichever one you fucking think is the best. Whichever one you have the most fun with. You know? That's today. Grave grump. I go. And we're the Gravelings. Yeah, there you go. Oh yeah. After last night, I tried to conk out and I laid in darkness for like 2 hours. It was awful. It sucked. I've been having that thing these last couple weeks, probably because I haven't been doing my exercise. And that's on me, but sometimes I'll build up like this slow, I guess you could say. I'll build up a slow insomnia. And that is, I believe it's come home to roost a little bit, chat. My hubris has come home to beat the shit out of me, I guess. So that's something I'm gonna have to clarify next week. But you know, is what it is. It's all good. And then chat again. It happened to me again. I was looking through Artfight to try and find a character to scribble down after because today we're going to be going and finishing up the one I was doing yesterday. So I was like, all right, I'm going to find another one, like a backup, if it doesn't take me all stream to get the stuff colored. And I didn't find any, chat. And that sucks. Nothing stood out to me at all. It was all just which could potentially partially be down to my mood. I admit that. You know, I accept that as a potential. So I guess neither here nor there, just how it goes. I do have, well, no, yeah, I have high standards, but I don't want to lower my standards for my attacks or anything. You know, and I think another factor too is the standard of people who I'm willing to attack on Artfight is more of just, do you have like a character with anything to them, and then also just personal taste, which I don't really think is too much to ask. But regardless, I was unable to find anything. So what I think we'll do instead, chat, if I get through this, I think I'll get through this attack today. But you know, if I do, I think what we'll end up doing is I've been putting together a small reference sheet for the Gravekeeper, because I was like, I don't think I really have any just fine full bodies of the Gravekeeper. It's not much more than what you see right now, but I figure might as well throw something together. So I've been doing that. So we'll just hop over to do that. It's Friday. I can wind down a little bit. You know, it's a lazy Friday today, chat. I have to save my energy for what comes next week. He's kind of a mound of purple with the rope. Yeah, he's a mound of purple for sure, but he's got little yellow pointers at the bottom. But yeah, we'll just call it, you know, Ice King bod. Exactly. We'll just call it gaining. I'm storing energy for what comes next week, which will be it's going to be a great time. Whole week long fucking extravaganza. Wonderful. Fantastic. I've never done a mass attack before, so it'll be kind of fun. And then also chat. So my work doesn't end with this stream. What I'll have to today, I have to get my next week's announcement done. So I got to do that. And then I have to get all the characters I wanted to uploaded today. So I've got work ahead of me, and I got to do some more commission work. So it'll be a long day again for me today, but that's okay. I'm up to the task. I also breathed in some water just there, so. The voice is a little scratchy as well, which is super fun, chat. But that's enough of me complaining. It's enough of me whining, alright? Yeah, hi, Dee. Welcome. Let's get right into it, I think. Real quick. Just zippity zoop. Bada bam, right into it. Okay. We're gonna I want the foreground actually. Okay. I'm not entirely sure how much varying color I'm gonna put on these things, but I think I'm gonna vary it up a little bit. I think that's the goal. Cause I kind of like. I also have my I've got my reference over here to the side, but I kind of like how all the color is mostly just from the lighting. So I don't think I want to mess with it too bad, but I will mess with it a little. But yeah, how are you guys doing? You know? How's chat today? For once, it doesn't feel like it's been forever since I've spoken to you. It feels like I closed my eyes, I opened them again, and now I'm back in the fucking building. Drawing and productive, that's good. First traditional attack, also good. Also good. Dude, I didn't even my video search didn't go too well. All I just found was like a study that was a bad study. It came to some very interesting conclusions. Interesting and stupid, I guess, as in dumb. Picking at lines, okay. Perfect grave grind pairs well with cereal. Yeah, well, you don't have grave grind right now, Enzo. You've got grave grump. Cause I'm in a bad mood. But it's not really that bad a mood. I'm just tired. I'm just sleep. I'm not even sleepy. Not even sleepy. I'm just tired. I got like physical exhaustion going on. I'm like, oh. Also, you didn't catch the last stream, but is the Artfight Victims stream layout new? Harry, that has been here since the second Artfight stream. Have a hard time focusing, very tired for no apparent reason. Was tired yesterday too, had to dip out after just a couple hours of the stream. I see. You're just blind, yes. You are in fact just blind. But, well then I guess I'm super relatable today, Jam, cause holy fuck, I feel you there. Jeez. I need to get more sun or something, chat. That's what it is. Because everyone was so mean to me yesterday. That's what I think. I think it was just because everyone's so nasty. thought I raised you guys better. This is the effects ants has on an individual. Fuck, you're so right. The sun is an energy vampire. It drains you. I don't think it physically can. I don't think it physically can, Morb. I guess unless maybe you're talking about heat. Maybe the heat of it does, I guess. But last I checked, the sun's an energy producer. Maybe there's new science on this. I don't know. Hundreds burn him some rays. Doc Morb's a vampire. That could be it. That could be it. Interesting. It can actually... it can actually. My neighbor got evaporated yesterday by the sun. Was your... evaporated? Was your neighbor a vampire? Evaporated? They just turned to smoke and rose into the air. Kind of upset that it's nice enough temperature-wise for a walk, but they have an air quality warning, so I probably shouldn't. I see. I don't think... Let me look. Yeah, I don't have any air quality warnings at the moment. Luckily. Given that it's my country that's on fire. But, how do I... I'm trying to... I've been cooped up inside my dark home for too long, chat, I think, is where my brain is right now. I need to get out there. I need to escape. I need the sun's burdensome rays. I've been walking without them for too long. I am no vampire. We don't really know what I am yet. But I am no vampire. Oh, I remember what I was gonna say. I need the sun. No, sorry, not the sun. I need some rain. My poor plants. I can water them, I know, but I would like to just give them the rain. Because it's basic, chat. It's said it's going to rain for days now. It's infuriating. Every day, it's like, it's gonna rain tonight. And I go, okay, I guess I won't water my plants. And then it doesn't. Luckily, there's sort of like also a benefit to not watering your plants all the time, but it is frustrating. I would like to water them and have them be healthy. That would be nice. Sorry, my country is on fire. Happens. Is the garden is gardening relaxing? Yeah. I mean, people act like gardening's this massive thing, but it's really not. I barely put any effort into gardening and it works out. The only reason it's not working out right now is just the fact that I had slugs. That's it. Am I a necromancer wizard? I don't know. Maybe. I got the hat for it, I guess. We'll go with possibly. I like to keep it vague. Do you ever get joy when you see your crops making progress? I mean, I feel like that's the whole point, right? Like, yeah, absolutely. That's the fun bit of gardening, is you see your plant get big. Like, my tomato plant, big boys now, and it's pretty cool. It's just, yeah, I'm in wait mode. I've got a bunch of tomatoes growing on the vines. Oh, it's gonna be great. My tomatoes are the ones that have survived well. I've got a bunch of berries out there that I should probably actually go pick off the bush, but... And I think, chat, I'm starting to get raspberry buds, which is also very cool. Those tomatoes are growing up just to be like their pa. Damn straight, big and round, and purple. Wait a minute. What the? Huh? What? Big and purpler. This. Gonna need eraser actually. Like 1,000. Add like 1,000. Then I put that'll work. Okay. I feel like you guys can tell already that I'm like today, but it's okay. We'll get through this. We'll get through this together as a team, as a family. But I would really like to get this one done, because I think it's going to look real swell. Now, my question is, do I might grab this color. Maybe that color. Gonna put like a vague inner light in there. That I'll work on a little bit later. That's all I needed for now. What color to make the door, though? If I just color that all in like that. Just so I know what I got. Make it look like arson? Why would they be walking into a building on fire that they set on fire, though? They're clearly going in. They just like it warm and toasty, dude. Were there any specific artists or animators that tried to learn, that, I assume you mean that you tried to learn from when you started studying the medium? Many have educational resources to help new animators, starting out? No. Enzo, my process is a lot less, learning from anyone specific, I guess, other than, like, my actual just teacher. In school, and it was more of just sort of working on the fundamentals, I guess. Like I'm very much in the camp of just kind of learn from, like, you're good. I was just making. It's fine. I'm very much in the camp of just. I don't really have specific name. Like, if you wanted me to name like a specific artist, I probably can't, but I probably know their work. I'm that kind of person. I don't really. There's a big, I guess, level of death of the author just inherently with me. I just look at what people make and not so much who they are. So I don't think there was anyone specifically that I was like, ah, yes, I need to learn from them. It's kind of like how, I would call myself a bit of, like, I don't really have idols or inspirations, really. I have people I consider my peers, which isn't to say I'm necessarily as good as them. That's not what that's more, that's not what that really means, but more of we're kind of in the same boat, I suppose. We swim the same channels. Yeah, even as a kid, I kind of saw people as peers more than I saw them as idols. That is a weird factoid about me. That's always how I've kind of worked. Like I didn't have, like even with fictional stuff, I didn't have characters I was like, oh, I want to be like that guy when I grow up. I was just like, that guy's neat, I guess. But Grime, when someone is direct, but Grime, who someone is directly informs what they make. Sure, okay. But like, so I guess would be my statement there. Is like, yeah, okay. But the value of art I get from it is what I pull out of it, you know? Not what the person who made it says. It's what I pull out of it myself. Like, so, the little plaque and story you give about why you made a thing doesn't matter a whole lot to me, because what matters is what I end up pulling out of it, because that's sort of the art, like, that's like artistic, that's experiencing art, you know? Hello. Hello, hello. Who the person is who made it can definitely give you some interesting factoids, and like, it can affect stuff, I guess. It's just generally speaking. I'm just there like, oh, you made this thing. Neato. This is what I think about it. Just never been one to be like, oh, I need to know who made the thing and why. Thing's right there. You can just assess it from that. Once you put something out there in the universe, it kind of becomes its own thing. It's always going to have the thumbprint of the creator. But the thing made doesn't exist solely in the shadow of who made it once it's actually out there. Exactly. Like kind of like how if that was the case, then you could never truly appreciate a piece of art that is like that we don't know the author of. If that makes sense. If it's like, oh, you have to know who the author is to really appreciate it, then yeah, you could never appreciate a piece of art that you don't know the author of. And I don't know. I don't feel like that's how it works. Even for people who say you can't have death of the author, I don't even think it works that way for them. I'm not saying you can't find it interesting. I'm saying I don't care about it, which is a very different statement. I think it can, like I said, I think it can be really interesting as well, but the value of the art for me doesn't come from just who made it, I guess. That's not where I derive my value of the work. My value of the work comes from but what actually occurs within said work, and what I can derive, what meaning I can pull from that myself. Me being like, I don't care about it doesn't mean you're not allowed to. That's not how that works. You should know that by now, Izzy. These are but my own personal opinions. That... kind of feel like I should... Just like this. And... something a bit more red. And then over top of even... Actually, hold on. I'll just erase it. I will erase it from here. You spot a beam drawing. A beam drawing? What is a beam drawing? A bean that is a drawing? You know what? I guess so. I'm a bean that's drawing? I don't know if I would call myself a bean. We've had this we had this conversation before. I'm not a bean. If anything, if I were to be a vegetable, I would be an onion. No, we said it wasn't a potato CD. We went with onion. No, I know you're new here. I saw the first time chat thing. I just find it funny that we've had this conversation recently, actually. I am an onion because I'm growing partially out of the ground, obviously, and I've got a big old stalk coming out of the top. Izzy, you shut your mouth. You shut your mouth! You don't have to say that every time a new person makes themselves known in chat. You don't gotta. Oh, I thought it was because you're smelly. Emily, this fucking close, alright? This fucking close, bitch. Test me. Keep pushing, you know? Thank you. I'm mere moments away from fucking snapping. You don't want to test me today, alright? Not today! But you are, though. I never denied my stench. That never occurred. Yes. This. Yeah, that'll work. Okay. Cool. And then I could just put it back. Nice. All right. I never cared a bit about who made what when I was a kid. Still don't care much. Ironically, it's kind of why it stings me so much. I end up finding the person was/is atrocious. Like, man, I preferred it when I could not care, but now you're pointing a gun. now I'll be pointing a gun while crying meme yet again, sort of thing. Yeah, I get that, Alistair. I could understand being like, oh man, the person who made this sucks, but it's really good. Fuck. Do I draw often? Yeah. Do you draw a lot of? I mean, I guess I draw a lot of. Counter argument, it would be funny to watch you snap. Gonna hit me real hard. Better take the swing, better make it count, better make it hurt, better kill me in one shot. Emily, if I punched you, you would shatter. Every single hollow bone in your body would snap and turn to dust. And that's not even me being like, oh, I'm such a strong individual. That's more me pointing out how fucking absurdly brittle you are. It'd be like you got Thanos snapped. You just fucking turn to dust. Actually ragdolled. It would be easy. It would be so simple. Talking big fucking game. Yeah, okay. Big fucking game. I mean, yeah, of course. But imagine the shroom with the baseball meme is really funny. Any meme with the shroom is pretty funny though. There we go. That's it for the mid ground. Here we go. You can't kill her in a way that matters. Also true. Literally was dropped off here last night and followed. Now you must suffer my presence. I mean, it's more of now you're subjected to mine, but okay. You'll suffer your presence, dude. They don't know. No one knows just how awful it is to be about in this space. Are you sure? Are you positive? You wanna fucking flip that coin? You wanna live that life? All right, I guess. Everyone's here to be like, oh, you gotta put up with me now. Today of all days. Foolish. Foolish of them. I frightened many of my companions by peeling Miku alive. Well, I care very little about the robot singer lady, so I guess go ahead. I don't know necessarily why you would be peeling her alive. I don't know what sins she may have committed. But I guess you do you. Your shock value means nothing here. Go sit in the corner, newbie. I just realized I have leftover boneless wings. Ooh. Fuck's a Mobian? Fellas, what's a Mobian? What is a Morboid? Sonic? Oh, okay. I don't know. What is there to think about them? If you're asking if I like Sonic, I think Sonic is bad. I guess. But I don't really care. I indifferent, I suppose, about Mobians? Indifferent. Now, hear me out. Anatomy study horror themed Miku, peel the skin off, and now drawing their muscle groups individually. I mean, okay. I mean, that's fine. I like Metal Sonic and the cool. I don't care if people like Sonic. I just don't care about it. Everyone here hears me go like, I don't really care for this thing, and they go, but I like that thing. That's fine. You can. I don't. I played the adventure games as a kid. I had my fun with them, and then I just went, all right, and I was done. Mobians ain't got nothing on Morbians. They can't even say it's Morbin time. It's Mobian time? Weak. Why don't I like Sonic? I think the games are bad. I think they are poorly made. And that is all the Sonic media I have engaged with. There you go. It's not a very deep criticism, I suppose, but I just don't think they were very good. But I don't have the exact interest in my streamer, then what will I do? I don't know, find a new streamer, I guess? One that does have your interests? You have free will, chat. You have little tappy fingers that could go and find other people if you like them, if you don't like what this one has to say. However, if you would just want to stay here and shit stir, I suppose that's fine as well. You think they're good? I mean, that's fine. You know what, Grave? I agree. I think Sonic is negative statement too. Wow. Really? You really mean it? Wanna grab this pipe, chat. How I look at these things is if you can't handle a disagreement from Mr. Streamer Man, you probably shouldn't actually be in my chat. You should have heard how ruthless I was to poor innocent ants. You're free to leave, he says, handing you a bone saw. Yeah. You just gotta go, like, look. The people, those guys in Saw did it, so I mean, like, clearly it's an... And Jigsaw didn't even kill anyone, dude. Like, that's his whole thing. He's not even a killer man, really, if you think about it. So, I'm in like the legal clear. It makes so much sense. That's always been the weirdest thing about that fucking series. And that is not a statement that's said lightly, because there is a lot of very weird things about Saw. The fact that they were so hell-bent on being like, Jigsaw actually isn't actually a killer, by the by. It was so weird to me. Doesn't make any sense. I shot the guy. The bullet killed him. I didn't kill him. You know, it doesn't make any sense. Live or die, cat. Make your choice. Did you know the Jigsaw franchise actually originated from a historical child named Jig, who had found a saw in his backyard? This sparked a 10 million controversies, hence the movie is about death. Hashtag trust. You would never come into my chat and just spread misinformation, would you? You would never. That would be foolish. That would be silly. You would never do such a thing. On a Friday? On a pleasant Friday afternoon? While we're all sleepy and susceptible to suggestion? Never. Never. I now need Gravekeeper hunched over on Billy's tiny ass tricycle. The things Jig saw, they said, with an onion tied to their belt. Fucking hell. The stuff Jig witnessed. The stories. There's stories about it, chat. There's dark, dark tales about it. Color this flippin' shit in. All right. I'm going to hit this door with this, I think. Did you also know in Saw 10, the movie contains twists that are very easily predictable? This is because I have seen that movie before. What the fuck? Wow. Dude, the Saw movies' twists are ridiculous. Like, they tried so hard to make it incomprehensible. So, that actually is, don't do what Saw does, chat, I would say. If I could give you a piece of advice, you should not be looking at your audience figuring out the twist of your story. For the most part, there's obviously exceptions. For the most part, you should not be looking at the, audience figuring out the twist to your story as a negative thing. If they are able to figure out what's going to happen in your story, you should look at that as a, unless you're trying to keep it a secret, I guess, as you essentially laying down the foundation for them to figure it out on their own adequately. It's like, oh, they were able to put the puzzle pieces together. That's really good. That means you're actually getting stuff across properly. Now again, of course, it depends a little bit on if that was the goal. If you're telling a mystery story and you're... Well, if you're telling a mystery story, part of your audience is honestly just going to get it before you do, because there's someone in your audience who's going to be smarter than you and can put the pieces together better. That's not how the Game of Thrones writers saw things, allegedly. Well, look how that turned out for them, you know? But, no, I think sort of that era of movies and media, there was this big old push for having stuff be, you know, surprising and shocking, and that's actually where you get your story value from. I think it's, I pray it's kind of dying now, but from our conversation yesterday about twist villains and stuff, I guess it's not. But I would say, yeah, if you're writing a story and someone can predict your ending, and it's not like integral that they can't, don't see it as like a bad thing. That might be a good thing, actually, because it's just you've given them the breadcrumbs, and you want to give them the breadcrumbs. That's a good thing. So there's a smidgen, a tiny little sliver of advice for you, I guess. This, I think I need to change this one. That maybe. There we go. It's okay if the audience is able to figure it out early. They have a wider perspective than the characters do. The trick is to still make it interesting even if they know who done it. Yeah, exactly. It's all about an interest thing. You don't want to, it's where you're keeping the value of your story. You don't want to keep it all in the audience not figuring out who done it, because your audience is going to figure out who done it before you if you're telling your story adequately enough, because it's just people in your audience will be smarter than you when it comes to mysteries. That's just how it goes. You're not going to be the greatest mystery teller to ever tell, so you got to kind of provide extra value outside of just the twist. So that would be my small smidgen of grave grime advice to you guys for today. I don't know how much more of it I have in me. this day. Let's see. Okay. And what did I have for these background ones? They're kind of like a dull yellow. A real dull yellow. Jeez. That maybe? And then I could do more orangey sort of thing. Coming up. Like that maybe. Yes. There we go. Fill them all in. Which is just those. Then grab them and delete them from here. Or maybe just darken them. There. Yeah. Yeah! There we go. Ugh. This one's gonna be, it's an interesting, again, I'm doing things a little bit differently than I have been in some other ones, chat, where I'm mostly thinking, instead of just at proper colors, a lot of the lighting and stuff in this one will be done through just shading, mostly. Just sort of I don't know, there's something in this that I like, where it's just very... A lot of the colors of stuff is just down to the lights. I like that about it. And I want to keep it going. Just on the ground. Here's this. Okay. Here, I want to make some of these bricks a different tone. Hurry up the wall a little bit, you know? Perhaps, and then I could come down here. Hit this one as well. Shit. There's. Maybe here too. I've got the mindset of you're thinking. I always think. What the hell? I always think, CD. What the fuck? Rude. Rude. Nasty. Mean. Cruel. Those are words that I use to describe you. Debatable? What the fuck? Fellas, come on. I'm doing a real nice thing for you all next week. Come on. That's gotta get me some good grace. I didn't technically have to. What am I sharing my appreciation for if I'm just gonna be fucking bullied like this? What the hell? You guys should only be saying nice things to me. I'm the one who says the mean things. Remember your grave grump today. You can just go ballistic. You would fucking like that, wouldn't you, Hori? That's what you want. I may be grave grump, but I'm also grave tired. I'm also grave sleepy. I'm also grave did not sleep very well and is kind of exhausted a little bit. Yeah, but I woke up on the evil and fucked side of the bed. I see. Haven't we all, you know? Everyone's been there, I guess. Can't hold it against you too much. Ah, fuck. Damn. Shit. There we go, that worked. Just a subtle little change in color. Regrettably have to get going. Alright, see ya, Izzy. As long as I don't go Grave Raptor. That's specific. Why Raptor specifically? Why is that one the scary one? Why is Grave Raptor the spooky one? It just gets too much if I start doing little raptor arms and go brah. Or whatever noise the kids make these days. The sound a raptor makes. It goes brah. Brah. It's above everything. I'm gonna put a big old sort of glow spot. That was too much. And actually it goes below the foreground. Go here. broken. What is going on back there? Why is that happening? Huh? What? Ah. There. That fixed it. There we go. You're a big fan of the fucking legally Halloween tag, as you should be. I finally got my license. I can call myself Halloween, and none of you can stop me. And I think that's pretty great for branding, for me. Pretty good. And then we don't concern ourselves with what it might mean for anyone else. Alright. We're not limited to a mere calendar anymore. True. True. And for the background, I want this. I want this. Yeah. Okay. Then I want to invert it. Or maybe not delete it, but I can sort of tone it down some as we get further out. Also to tone it down. There. Alright. Mid-ground. Just the lines. Yeah. Sorry, chat. Again, in talking to myself a little bit, you'll have to just forgive me for that one. Cool. Honestly, I think just sort of doing that for that one, or putting it all the way back up and then sort of doing like a that thing for it. Yeah, okay, that works. Now I need the actual background lines, and I want to turn it down for those two. There. Have the stuff stand out a little bit more. Summerween is for chumps who don't want full Halloween. Fucking true. You get them. You take them down. Call out their bullshit. Shit. I gotta hit. Oh, fuck. I've got all the lines in the background. Oh, no. We can fix this. We can fix this. We actually can, chat. Ooh. Your streamer's not that much of a fool. Just fix it like that. There we go. What was I thinking? Smooth it all out, you know? Like it wasn't even there. Cool. Alright, now we get to the fun part where I shade in these fellas. I think that's where I'll start. Which means... grabbing this. There we are. And let's get inside. Yes. Yes. Actually going to grab, I think, this one, and I'm just gonna, I don't need its colors anymore. I'm just gonna pull it out to the side so I can see it sort of as a reference point. Oh fuck, where'd it go? Oh yeah, here's the thingy. You guys weren't supposed to see that yet. There. Alright, now I can go back to this. Wee little sneak peek. Yes, a sneaky mountaintop. Very true. It's fine. We'll probably see it today, given it's only been a little past an hour, and I'm making some solid time, so. This. Drag it around to here, I guess. Sure. That works. It actually did end up working better than I was expecting it to, chat. So that's nice. You can make wonderful progress when you don't spend the first 45 minutes ranting. Hey, listen. I enjoy those. Maybe no one else does, but those are for me, alright? At a certain point, you guys have to just enjoy listening to me talk to be here. So the rants stay. I mean, if you wanted to just watch me draw, you could just mute me. And there you go. It's so easy to shut me up, chat. You just press the mute button. But you'd never do that to little old me. You'd shut me up. Oh. I can't mute you. I need your noise for background stimulation. That I wouldn't get free radio with my show. So you're gonna complain about the subjects of the radio show, but you're still like, I need it though. I need it though. I require it. You just need, Mr. Streamer, you just need to talk about the things I care about. Why can't you do that, Mr. Streamer? Yeah, it makes perfect sense. Who said I was complaining? I just like to assume. Everyone's always at my throat, you know? Everyone's always out to get me. Keeps me sharp, keeps me friendless. Keeps me bitter enough to do these streams. A necessary evil. One may say. I gotta be in character, Jam, you know? I gotta really subsume into the role of Gravekeeper. Brave Grump only has evil bones in his body. It's true. So many evil bones. I eat them just like Lynette. But unlike her, I choose specifically the evil ones. And they also provide me no magical benefit. I just eat them because, you know, I like the spice. I just think they taste real good. I think when I hit this with the color pass chat, it's gonna look crazy. I think it's gonna look real silly. So I'm saying that because it's gonna happen here in a sec. Because this guy's got so many goofy colors on him. I can only imagine it being really silly. This thing. This little... He's all fuzzy and scruffly, maybe. A couple of little scruff patches. That, yeah. You have a preferred kind of bone, like it's specifically evil femurs or something? Or is the evil only qualification? Wrist bones. You crunch them like pop rocks. They're sort of like nerds, you know? They just got a good crunch, and they make a good snack, because they're, like, so small. Wrist bones. And then from there, it goes to the femur, because every now and again, chat, you want to just, like, gnaw on something. And then maybe, I might be able to persuade myself to say a skull is there, because it's kind of like gnawing on a coconut. You really get that feral nature going, you know? You're just kind of as you're trying to crack it open. And then when you do crack it open, you just sort of... It's like chewing a light bulb. It's like chewing a light bulb, chat. Oh, I forgot something important about this fellow. Brought to hit his legs with the lines so we could see them. There we go. Right. I would not trust you to watch my non-existent kids. Never mind Gravegrime. Gravegrime went full Gravehammer. Listen here, chat. Probably a smart move. Probably a smart move. I think I would make a bad babysitter. Thankfully, I don't know what chewing a light bulb is like. I should hope most people don't. Cowards. Fucking cowards, the lot of you. Just chomp down on one of those bulbs, guys. What's the worst that could happen? What's the worst that could possibly happen? Sigh. Sigh. I got like 20% of an additional sort of bit there. Glass in mouth? That doesn't sound so bad. I remind the Twitch audience of my tag, bad advice only. Bad advice only, chat. Just saying, bad advice only. You cannot take my advice because it's bad advice only. Do that, and grab like the black of his face. Oh, is this in the line work maybe? Hold on. It probably is. Stupid. If that, I guess I could check. Grabbing this and pulling it up here. Oh, wait, it doesn't help at all. I think keeping the dark lines on them is actually a pretty strong idea for this one specifically. Normally I get a little bit of color in the lighter parts of things, but I think here it actually works really well to keep them darkened. Makes it all moodier. So many dangerous items that taste yummy, probably. All right, real talk. Don't think a light bulb would taste yummy. Gonna be honest with you, CD. Don't think I can agree with you on the. Don't think I can subscribe to the yeah, glass. A light bulb probably tastes pretty swell in my mouth. I don't think I can. You're going to a land I do not think I can follow. I cannot follow you there, I'm sorry. This guy feeds on glass kiln products. I never said I did. I just said you guys should eat a light bulb, you know? You're missing out. I never said it would taste good. That wasn't me. And you thought it was me, foolish. Do something like this. Mayhaps. Deep in my brain right now, chat. I'm sorry. It happens. It happens again. Hoyard makes it harder for me to draw and talk at the same time, as much as I would like to. Okay. Then what if I hit this with the color? To 50. Let's darken it a little bit. Then actually, there we go. There we are. I think that works all right. Ugh. I'm gonna copy this actually. I'm gonna paste it here. Put a mask on it. Already, I think that really puts him into that scene more, but let's get a color thing on it too. Then I want to grab this, and I want to delete it. There we are. Okay. I want to hit the door with something. The door ain't working for me right now. So I think this. I'm just gonna. Maybe even use the running color blend thing, kind of. Nah. That's working all right, and then I can go back to my lighting. It's right here. Sort of. Sort of hit it with a little bit of this and that. But maybe. And I will just whoop. Sure, that works. Then I think I gotta... What is... Did I accidentally... Ah. Like, where did this come from? Actually, what I should do is I should just delete this. That, and... What am I... Is it you? What lighting thing do I have going on here that I'm not aware of? Chat, what am I... I think that just fixes it. Put all this back. And this back. And I can set this to normal. Back to hard light. There we go. There we go. Okay. And now I can copy it, and then I can delete all this, and I can grab the actual door. Come on. Need it nicer than that. Cool. Okay. Really, possibly must go. Alright, bye-bye. One final parting piece of bad advice. Ignore all criticism and kill those who would do as such. Very true. Words to live by right there. Words to live by for real, for real. Now I need Wolfgang. Hit him with this. Okay. This chat is just to pull this little idiot out from Wilson here. So I think I want this. Yeah, more yellow. Kind of like that, sure. And then 1, 2. I shouldn't even use. I should use the soft brush for it. In a nicer, cleaner kind of. Look. Could even top of this. That. Something that, or maybe even purple. Maybe purple. Like that. I think I kind of should do the same thing for Wilson himself. It's just like a light, like being backlit. It's like a little. This is like a little trick I like to do when I'm doing rim lighting because I think it's fun. How good of a practice it is another story entirely, but I kind of like doing it, so I keep doing it anyway. And here, something like this. And there we go. Scroll back down to, I guess back up to Wolfgang and keep doing little bits. Mostly this leg kinda I want to separate because it feels like it gets a little lost pull it out a little bit. I think that'll work. Yeah. And then maybe back and forth, chat. Back and forth. That's the name of the game, baby. I guess the name of the game is more of like be willing to iterate, especially in front of people. If you can iterate in front of people, you're, I think, in a good position to start pulling yourself into a sort of self-assuredness. You're willing to be like, yep, I don't like that idea, I'm gonna change it. I think it's helpful. Kind of crazy doing rim lights that way works. Yeah, I don't know. I think it works pretty well, honestly. I kind of like it quite a bit. I do think I should take this under one. Make it like this. And then go up here. Like, blend it a little. There we go. But now, okay, I hit you with the lighting. So, to be fair, chat, don't think it's gonna take me very long to shade this fella, given he's not exactly a large fellow, and he's got enough kind of detail on him. I'm sort of like, I'm almost like, I probably don't need to. So I'm just gonna do like really basic, little basic bits to him. And most of what I'm doing to him will be just to kind of provide him a bit of grunge, honestly. Like, I don't think I need to hit his bow at all or anything like that. Like, genuinely, this might be all I do for him. And then I do this thing again. Okay, this, paste this, and hold the mask on that. This. But I don't even really need to do the rim lighting for him. Again, he's so thin, chat. I don't want to mess him up too bad. So I think that'll probably be it. I'm gonna duplicate this again and see what happens if I actually do something normal on this. Like purple. That would probably be helpful. I was like, this area right here is a pain. Why is it a pain? Actually. There we go. Call me AC/DC because I'm back. Fuck, I'm still lurking. Hi, nobody. Thank you for the subscription. I'm so good at... You say I'm so good at actually remembering to use mask, but that's like a new thing for me because I just saw a fun Literally just because I saw a fun way to enhance your shadow colors with just turning this thing to color. And then lowering it. That's the only reason I remember, because I liked how it looked. That's it. It's the only reason. Alright. Now... let's do... I think that's them finished, at the very least. This one. This kinda. I should use the gouache for some of this, kinda. Eh. Just a little bit. Little bits to grunge it up, you know, chat? I dropleted. That's not what I wanted to do. There we go. But what about the actual proper background back here? I think it needs some shadowing too, or just some texture, at least something. Little bit of this or that. To the actual just blackened, just to the blackened sky. We're gonna. Let's saturate. Now above that, oh, there we go. But Grumgrave, what about light pollution? It's fine. Don't even worry about it. It's fine. It's a dark side street, you know? It's just, it's spooky. It's fine. Don't even worry. There's more work to be done in the background. This poll needs to figure it out, man. It's annoying me. Oh, it's because it's... Chat, I'm just dumb. That's mid-ground. That's why. That's why. That makes sense. Okay. Now I know. Now I understand. There. Okay, but where is... Then undo it everywhere else. And go back here. And we'll darken it a little bit. Squeeze me. But you know what? Instead of just putting it over top, I will paste in something like that. And then grab the actual darkness of the door and delete it out of there. Also, this convert. There. I'm gonna brighten that up. Just wanted enough that it breaks out from the actual, you know, door, I guess. It looks like it's an inset thing. Is it fine though? Is it fine though, chat? That's the question. It's not. It's not fine. Do I have like something selected or what? Like, what's going on here? Come on. There. There. Now, hard light. We will be fine, and I'll just sort of clear up these little bits. Like so. There. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Wait, when did I get 28 people? Where did everyone come from? Hey, everyone. I look up. I see 1 million people. What the? Huh? Puga? Hello. I've been so dazed and confused. Didn't even realize people showed up. I told you I'd be here. I mean, fair enough. Bitch? Alright. Is there something in the water? Has there been something in the water? Everyone's got so aggressive. I don't understand. I haven't done nothing to nobody lately, and everyone's like being real nasty. What is the deal with that, chat? Gotta do that with it. There we go. That'll work. 3 messages in and he's already biting you. I know! It's ridiculous! I've been good. I've been nice. I've been kind. Even if I'm in a weakened state at the moment, even if I am a little grumpier, Undeserving. Sorry, that was a typo. I meant to say witch because of your hat. I see. You know what? All right. I will forgive you this one time, but never again. One more fucking slip up, Joshua, and it's over. All right. Gotta darken this door frame. Yeah. Okay. And I want to grab the little stairs, and to kind of make them. I'm trying to mold things together a little bit. I want to take that, yeah, sort of. With a little bit of that, just a little bit. Going along that way. I think that works. Okay. And then we get to the foreground. Which again, like the background, is mostly just going to be about building up little bits of texture and other nonsense. Rather than any major attempt at shading anything properly. It's like vague shading. There we are. Thank you, Josh. Thank you. Pictures come along real nice, though. Oh, wow. Gee, thanks. You wicked witch, you. Alright. I see what saying something nice gets me never again. What? I thought I said thank you. I thought I said thanks when you said it was coming along nicely. Or did I end up ignoring you? Which, at this point, Dane, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I was this close, fellas. I was this close to being like, I don't think I'll be streaming today because I'm sleepy, but I wanted to at least I wanted to do something, so I didn't. That's, you know, that's the tired idiot talking, so I had to push through regardless, but I have woken up on the wrong side of the bed and I'm fighting through, and you cannot fight me like this, Dane. Not today. Please, tears in my eyes, please. Why are you sleepy? Didn't you sleep? Not very well, actually. What ended up happening was I went to bed and then my brain didn't let me go to sleep. So I was up till like 2 or some shit, and I was just like, oh, let's see. And then my cat was screaming all night, so I woke up, so I didn't get a restful sleep even when I did end up getting to sleep, because she was just howling. Defeated by cricket. Awful. It was terrible that this happened to me. That color. Now I need to go back down to the background. Set this to normal. It's not even like a bad day. It's just one of those days, right, where just you're just like, oh, it's just that today. So I really shouldn't be bitching about it, because people definitely have it harder today than I do. I'm just like, oh, you know. that, and maybe here I can grab this color. Just using lots of gradients. Oh jeez. On this one, because I think it's neat. That down even more. That. Cool. Okay. Same. Noisy cat problem, huh? Might be able to solve that. Do you have a dumpster nearby? I don't, actually. I don't have dumpsters. I live in a tiny little town. There's no... I guess I got my garbage bin, I guess. Which isn't even a garbage bin. It's for organic waste. I guess at the end of the day, the answer is no. I don't. Whoop. Yeah. Like a little, yeah. Grab up here. Darken it, and there we go. All. Hit some droplets. Some mots of dust and whatnot. They will not be glowing like this. Actually, what I could do is I could do this. I could sort of... Oopsie. Then like this. Pop it up a tiny little bit. Whoop. Come on. Just sort of move it around, get the colors I want, hit them, you know, as I please. I don't know if it's a country thing, but I'm pretty sure mott rhymes with boat. Like you call it a moat? A moat of dust? Could be. I'm not actually sure. You might be right. I don't know. Maybe. I want to put some more these though. I'll put them Didn't want to do that. Want more. Maybe even put like, put like a, got like little flies around the light. Really just kind of emphasize that the place is a, you know, like a shithole wherever they're going. Emily. Yeah, it's like water around a castle, same pronunciation, at least according to my brain, and the Merriam-Webster website. Okay. It is a moat of dust. I feel like that's how I normally would pronounce it, but just didn't this time because I'm stupid. Which is sort of odd, but that is kind of how it feels. I'm like, I feel like I pronounced it as a moat before. So I don't know what happened to me there. And neither do any of you. Is this the trash bag? 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 Is the trash bag even in the mid? No. In the background. Because I want to put a little this. Then a little. Bit. Dum. Pull it up. Yellows. That's a mid-ground one. That's a mid-ground pipe. I know my mid-ground pipes when I see them, and that one right there, that's a mid-ground pipe. Do I still mess with it, chat? Do I still mess around? I guess the only thing I'm thinking about right now is just the things back here, the pipes back here. Kind of like... $35 minus 10. Okay. Yeah. 35. Actually, it was minus 10 up here, wasn't it? Yeah. And then I will... this one. Okay. Ba-bum. I'm gonna call it done, I think. I think that's finished. Whoop. I'll pull the watermark in. But I'm happy with that, I think. Don't think I need to mess with it anymore. Put you up in the corner. And give you, like, this color. This color? Brighten you up a little bit. There. All right. Gonna just Don't save that one. All right. And now I save. This is egg salad. Thank you. Thank you. Input issue and lies are at stake. Very nice work. Thank you. Thank you. Ugh. Well, thank you, Dane. It is. I am pretty fond of it. Next is we're going to be working on this because I couldn't find a character that would fit into the time I expected, because I expected to have about an hour left, chat. And I couldn't find a character I wanted to draw in an hour's time. So I was like, if I'm putting the Gravekeeper up today, I might as well give him a ref. So what do you mean was? It's still there. I didn't get rid of it. It's still here. Thank you though, Morb. Also, I'm gonna grab a water real quick, guys. Hold on. 1 second. Ugh. There we go. But given I'm putting him up today on Artfight, I figured I should make at least a little bit of a ref, because I cannot remember the last time I drew the Gravekeeper as a full body. So figure I just do that really quick. And I think when we get this one done, it'll be donezo for today. I want to put like another face down beforehand. No legs? What do you mean? He's got a big old cloak on. It goes all the way to the ground. Goes maybe he's got little centipede feet. Maybe these little things are his feet, you know? I want to put another face down. Oh my god, just like Kaiba. We don't speak that 2-bit dueler's name here. There. Gravegrime is always banishing people to a shadow-esque zone. Did I ever watch Yu-Gi-Oh! GX? No, I've only seen some of the original Yu-Gi-Oh! I don't even think I've seen much of the original Yu-Gi-Oh! Yu-Gi-Oh! Was one of those things that I collected the cards as a kid, and I played the game and thought it was fun. I know I've watched all of like the initial season or arc or whatever where they're on Pegasus Island. I know I've seen all of that. And then after that, it gets kind of like messy in my mind, and I don't remember because it was just, oh, whatever. If it was on a Saturday morning or a Saturday afternoon or whatever, then I might watch it. But I was a gaming kid. I was mostly on the, the GameCube and the N64 on my weekends, so I didn't watch that much TV. For a bit there, anyway. For a bit there, that sort of coincided quite a bit with Yu-Gi-Oh! Airing. But I have not seen Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. Do I like the original gross-looking card designs? I think so. If they're just like the OG, unless there's like some secret first designs I'm unaware of. then yeah. I think they're silly. They got charm, they got silly character. So I did. That's the thing. There could be like an even because I know Yu-Gi-Oh also has the weird like season 0 thing. So I guess they're card designs from that you're talking about. Because I'm just talking about, you know, season 1 of 4Kids dub or whatever. Unironically, you seem like an alligator sword fan. What? Hold on. What? This is unironic, so I'm actually going to just look this up really quick, chat. Alligator's sword. What? Why he look like that? Why he look like that? He looks so silly. Read the text? Okay. Oh my god, hold on. I'm gonna bring him in. Hold on a second, chat. I'm gonna bring him in. This mighty lizard man can swing his sword so fast that it more than the speed of sound. That's a pretty good one. That's a pretty good one. I do like them. However, I know when I was into Yu-Gi-Oh, my thing was more, I like that horrible eyeball creature that Pegasus had. I don't think there were many official Season 0 card designs that survived beyond Forbidden Memories in Season 1. I see. Okay. You're fired from writing the flavor text, Joey? Yeah, I remember I thought they were, like, awesome. They were super cool looking. What's his name? Is it just Skull Knight? Or something? It was one of Yugi's cards. The Skeleman. Even back then, I had a thing for Halloween and sort of spooky stuff, chat. So, Summoned Skull. There we go. Yeah. So that was sort of my camp there. I know nothing about Yu-Gi-Oh! To weigh in on this conversation. That's fair. I don't know very much about it. Quack. So, that's kind of the extent of my knowledge. In a lot of ways. All right. Something like this. There we go. Yu-Gi-Oh! Is something that mostly passed me by. I was a Pokemon and Bakugan kid. Jesus. All I know is I had a bunch of old cards sitting in a tin somewhere in my closet, and I wonder if any of them could fetch a buck or two. Maybe. It was kind of funny how they went and made the cards by using the exact same design twice, color swapped, and added a 2 onto their name. Very daring move. Yes, I'm drawing the Gravekeeper because today I have a lot of work I have to do, Quack. The goal today is to announce the whole 500 followers on here mass attack thing. So, because I need a couple of days for people to look at people's art fights and choose who I'm going to, of their characters who I'm going to include or whatever. That's sort of, you know, something I need to think about. And so I need to get the release of that done, but at the same time, I also want to upload the characters I said I might upload yesterday, one of which is the Gravekeeper, and I was like, I might as well draw him as a full body, so people know he's not that much more than what I am now, I suppose, but this is what he looks like. So I figured I'd get that done. And I couldn't find another character that I wanted to attack with the amount of time I figured I was going to have at the this point in the stream, because I pretty much got my lighting pass done on this one, done about exactly when I expected to. So, good on me for being able to know my pace, but yeah, my brain went, okay, I'll just quickly whip up a Gravekeeper ref for people. You might have been. Oh, I think it was. Fuck. When did it happen? Was it Wednesday? No, it was Tuesday. Tuesday, I hit 500 followers here on Twitch, and I went, okay, I'm going to. I want to do something cool, and Izzy suggested maybe doing like a mass attack because it's Artfight. Because the original plan was just to do a request stream. So. That's kind of the idea. That being said, my whole idea with it is people who don't have art fights are very much allowed to submit just a character to be included, and I will just include them anyway. So it's not like illegal to have characters outside of Artfight in your like attacks or anything. So I'm also just going to include them, because just because you guys aren't in Artfight doesn't mean you don't deserve a little thank you, you know? So that's kind of the idea. Though ideally, if you are in Artfight, add your Artfight characters to it, I guess. And we're not going to fill out this whole page. I kind of just want to put another face down here. And maybe like his shovel. Just. Not particularly important, but. This. Wait, we can put characters not in Artfight into our attacks. I've been trying Goku on this. Honestly, if I knew my vacation was going to be cut a week short, I would have entered Artfight. Yeah, you can still enter. You can jump in after the fact, but kind of looks like a duck biting biting his shield right now. I see it. But you can't put you cannot put you can put characters outside of Artfight in it. I don't think you can put media characters though. Unless you got permission, I guess. If you got permission from Goku, you know, from Toei Animation to put Goku in your attacks, I think you'd be allowed to. Think. Ask Goku directly. True. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do yet. I think Toei would rather shoot you point blank for even asking. True. Toei Animation only has anime rights. You gotta ask Toriyama's estate, because I'm pretty sure he held onto the rights. Ah, well there you go. You'd have to ask them then. Regardless, if you got permission from the creators or something, whoever owns the rights, then you probably would be fine. Was more my point. You pedants. Trained you so well. How do I get the rights to Moldy Corny so I can use him? Well, you can't use Moldy Corny, but if you wanted to draw Corny but Moldy, you'd be able to. Because Corny's on Artfight, so you'd be able to draw him. This is gonna sound bad, but I don't think I have enough energy to go through all that. I'll just not draw Goku. That might be the smarter plan, but you know, you're a weirdo like that, so I wanted to at least say, hey, you've been doing it this long anyway. There is the option of you could just ask and then not cut him out. I mean, I know you're Goku's biggest fan, so I wanted to at least suggest a possible option to you. Feel them like you're Nick Cage in National Treasure. Great idea. I shall make my own moldy corny called Black Mold Corny. He's the exact same, but with black and red color theme. Wow. So original. My original character, Blold Bloney. I guess it would be Blorny, is how it would be pronounced. Blorny! What is... There we go. Shovel. Creepypasta moldy corny. I found a cartridge of him on the street one day. You found him in like an abandoned flash drive. Oh, he was on it? I see. He went, help me! And his good friend Blanette, a clear homage to Nickelodeon's character Tootie from Fairly Odd Parents. Wow. How did you know? You know, how did you figure it out? This properly. Giga Grime? We can't do Giga Grime. He doesn't deserve that. You know, sometimes I check the main page's new character submissions when looking for targets. As an Artfight vet, do you think uploading a character late in the month is a detriment, gives it more attention, or is it about the same? I feel like it probably gives you more, if I had to guess. I've never actually uploaded a character later in the month though, so I have no personal data for that. But I feel like it probably gives you more just because there are more people active on the site. You know? So you have more of a chance of people looking at it, but it will get buried faster as well. So I'm not quite sure. But I think probably, yeah, it's probably better. Or I guess you'll get more eyes on it. I don't know. That's my assumption anyway. More? I see. Yeah. I think the worst time to upload a new character is actually day 1 and 2 of Artfight, or sort of like the 3 days preceding and after the actual beginning of the event, I think those are probably the worst days to do it. This is also regardless of if the site is functioning at that point or not, because I think people are uploading so many things that yours is going to be buried so quickly. But when it's a little bit further into the event, you have like, people aren't uploading characters as much anymore. It's more they're uploading attacks, because people are worried more about attacks than they are uploading their characters at that point. So I think that's sort of how that would probably go. Yeah, there is like an absurd mad dash just before the event starts of people trying to upload all their characters. Because we're artists, and it seems that time management and artists are not things that mix very well. I've been in the fucking OCT space long enough to know that people the artists who like at the very least make characters, not great with time management. Secret snipes. Secret snipes. Emily grimaces, grinds her teeth to dust. True. Diesel Dane's one of them. Sorry, not Diesel Dane. That was Quack who said that. Quack is one of them. Get him! Get him! Take him out! You know, I get my Josh simps mixed up. I'm sorry. Can't believe it. Yeah. There we are. He really is just an awful piece of shit. Now, will I get it in one chat? Will I get it in one? A great question. Oh! Oh! I did. Let's go. Hell yeah. That feels good. I did not for this, though. But I don't think anyone's surprised by that one. What? Where are you broken now? Oh. Well, no, because you should be... I squint. Squint my eyes. What the? Oh. Probably this massive gap in the corner. That might do it. Maybe. That might be an issue. Yo. You got it? Yeah. I got there eventually. I always do. Jam knows. Jam knows I always get there eventually. Do that. Okay. Yep, I suppose that would explain why that happened. Awesome. Eventually, spoken with a French accent with a floral title card. Yeah. I'm not even gonna argue with it. I don't have the fucking strength, chat. Can't. Not today. Get him? What the fuck? Hori, I may be weak right now, but I can still bat you away with a single hand. Sit down! Go fall down another set of stairs or something. His greatest enemy. Da, da, da. You're never gonna let me live it down with the stair falling incident, are you, Mr. Slug Infested Garden? I will not, no. It's just... You gotta make light of a bad situation, Hurry, alright? It's just so funny that you got to the very first session. So I did like a one-shot with Harari and a couple of pals. And, Harari was late. And we were like, where is he? Where did he go? He gets in there and he's like, hi, sorry I'm late. I fell down the stairs. That's the story. It was just, I don't know. Something about how you presented it was very funny. It was half because we were dogging on you for not being there. And then you're like, yeah, man, I just... I could have died. I fell down the stairs. Well, I mean, it wasn't D&D. It was Legends of the Mist? Of Mist or something? But it was a tabletop thing, yeah. 'Twas a tabletop this and that. Normally, I would have been on the side of laughing at someone else's accident, but but first time for everything, I see. Listen. You gotta find humor in everything. It heals all wounds. I'm sure if Hawari actually had an issue with me joking about him taking a tumble, he would have told me and I would have stopped. That's all it takes. It's just, you have to earnestly be like, hey, stop that, please. And I'll be like, oh, okay. I was just having fun, but I could do that. Better to ask forgiveness, chat. I think he's been telling you? You think so? Izzy, right before that. No, I'm good. It's all comedic banter. Izzy, I think he's been telling you. The timing. The poor, poor timing. Okay, and then we're gonna get this one. We're gonna see what this looks like. It might not stay, but one thing that I will do is probably just color in most of the grave grime, most of the gravekeeper's like beard lines with this green, as he's sort of overlapping a lot. It'll help us be able to actually tell where he is. Wait, does the Gravekeeper have secret eyes? Yeah, the Gravekeeper can have as many eyes as he wants. Kind of just like an Eldritch Being type sort of situation. It just kind of happened. You can use them for all kinds of silly, goofy effects. Where do I have one of him... of his eyes bugging out of his head? Actually, you know what? I can just grab from the very earliest iteration of the Gravekeeper, which is 23. Yes. just opened it in my image viewer. I didn't pull it in like a fool there. But, you know, you just whoop if you wanted. An eldritch bean? Whoa. Pulls up a picture of child gravekeeper. It's true. Can they appear any part of his body? I don't see why not. I tend to keep them in the head. Yeah, see? They could technically go... Yeah, I mean, they could appear wherever, but I like to, I tend to just keep them in the head. They could be wherever. Bug out. Do whatever you want with him. He's sort of, he's a stretchy character, you know? You can push and pull him wherever you want. Oh, he's so small, now he's just, like, massive? Yeah, because it's way funnier for him to be just this big gumdrop creature. He's just a big, silly gumdrop. He's like a sour candy. Any weight grave lost went to the gravekeeper? True. Fucking inflated him like a balloon. It's that fucking... It's that fucking meme about the breast reduction surgery, but it's like my big belly. my big old belly, and it's like, who do you think took took your weight? And it's the gravekeeper. Oh fuck, that's funny. No. Hey, I recently posted that meme in my coffin. Ah, there you go. I probably saw it and don't remember. Because I do look at everyone's coffin. I do see what people are doing in there. I check it out. And I nod my head, I go, Disadvantage on back attacks to the gravekeeper, true. True. But also, here's the thing, Quack, like how well is he paying attention though? Yeah, like, sure, disadvantage to get him because he can get eyes back there, but he has to be paying attention. And like, does this fool look that attentive? I'm subliminally messaging you through my coffin. You now remember the Garfield breast transplant comic. Oh, okay, that's what it was. I think I basically only seen that shit in like memes and like edits of it, so I guess it is a meme. I only see edits of it, so I didn't even remember that it's originally a fucking dumb Garfield meme. Oh. Friday again, Garfy, baby! Let's go! So he's one of those guys with extremely good powers but doesn't utilize them to their full extent. I guess. I suppose. I would say he is... There's a part of me that's like, but can he be asked about it, you know? I don't know. I suppose that's fair. He could do something with what he's got and doesn't. I will agree to that. I guess I haven't put that much thought into the viability of the Gravekeeper's power set, really. You know, I haven't power scaled him, I guess. I could, I just haven't. Didn't have the interest. The more eyes you have active at once, the higher chance you have of getting something in them. True. Absolute correct. You gotta keep them all closed so you can't get dust in there, dude. No one wants fucking dust in their eye. just realized, I was like, yeah, that's not gonna work. Gotta fill in these. Oh my stupid fucking gaps, dude. Oh my god. Boom. Alright. Pocket sand is his natural enemy, as is most people's. Pocket sand's very effective. Someone with a lot of fingers could poke them all at once. Mo style? Fuck. You're right, that's scary. See, now I'm scared. Now it's spooky. Now I gotta worry, you know? We got to hit everything with this. Because I am dumb. Okay. Look at him scream, chat. Look at him. Look how mad he is. What's this big idiot so mad about? There's a little uvula in there. Make it a little... It's got a little ghost uvula. Ooh. There you go. He's mad at chat, obviously. You're so right. It's the two brats again, the chubby kid and the skeleton girl that keep sneaking in. They won't leave me alone! If you don't mind me prying, curious, I've always wondered what was the thought process of your previous persona, which I think was a Yeti. It was that people said I looked like a homeless man. So he was a hobo. And then I kind of lumber around like a big old Sasquatch. That's sort of how I walk. I've got like a lumber to me. Or at the very least I did. And so Sasquatch, but then I'm Canadian, so cold, so it became Yeti. Easy. Yes, in real life. Golly. So, there you go. There's your information. Don't dox me, please. We all know there's only one fucking lumberer to ever be. Jolly. But that was the thought process. And then this one was just bringing things I enjoyed. He used a Yeti, then he changed to Gravekeeper right around the time people went missing. Interesting. Does anyone know Sasquatch's address? He asked me never to share it with anyone. But it is funny. It is really funny that pretty much, I think it was the month after the month after I switched to being the Gravekeeper, I sort of had my first blow up online. I think that's very funny. It's when the fucking the Whole Face Gang comic happened. It was like just after I had rebranded. Which is very fortuitous. I know it's in the suburbs at least. Oh shit. Oh no, the outfit in these colors isn't a good look. You had a previous one, never seen it. I technically had two, but yeah. Okay, good, it's purple now. Yep, I have had 2. I forgot the... Ah, I did not forget. I just was dumb. It's like, why isn't... Where are those? Here? Okay. Here. I want these. And I want this. There we go. I was like, he looks too purple. What's going on? Gravekeeper suits you much more. I agree. I fit right in with that. What a shit-eating grin, chat. What a shit-eating grin that is. Holy fuck. Though I don't think I've seen the other. It was lamer. It was lamer. There were some funny memes with it, but it was lamer. Had a similar-ish vibe, I guess, but not as good. Not as good by a long shot. That. Okay. You see the Gravekeeper has gained more eyes. Once again, this is the first image of the Gravekeeper. He's always been able to do this. He's always been able to. You guys are just fools. You never asked me about myself, ever. Ugh! Wee! Wee! What you think of Sona / mascots on the whole anyhow? Think artists should have one for branding purposes or if they just want one? I only ever used my actual self. Or now I'm using my Star Papa since everyone tells me I make all my dad characters me anyways. But I don't know if either way were really a brand. My thing with them is I think they are just a thing to do for fun, really. They're good for branding if that's sort of your goal. Because you're putting a face to your stuff, and if you don't want to use your own actual face, then using a little avatar that you've created. Because my whole thing, yeah, right? Like, there's a difference between a mascot and a persona, because a persona is just you. My thing with them is I'm like, I don't know why you just wouldn't make yourself, I guess. Because the Gravekeeper is not an idealized version of me, chat. The Gravekeeper is just a silly character I've made. That I use as a representation of my, like, online presence or whatever. He'd probably have more character to him if it wasn't also the face I use to stream, which is me, more so. But about your Sona so much. I'm sorry, Izzy. Jesus Christ. At least you're getting your answer now. At least you're getting what you want. Can't you ever just be happy? But oh fuck. Yeah, I guess it's not something that's necessary. It's something you do for fun if you want to achieve that. It's helpful in certain aspects. I have no, I guess, strong feelings of it either way, really. Z started as a for fun thing, but now she has her own messy story stuff going on, so that's been weird to figure out. Definitely not an ideal me, though. That would suck. But yeah, like, I guess that is how I look at it, is they are for fun things that are helpful in a business sense in a lot of ways, or a branding sense, as you say, in a lot of ways, but I don't think they're really necessary. You could just have a picture of you, or none at all, and just use a character and it works fine. I think anyway. I designed a character with the original intent to use him as my Sona, and honestly, I still might. But I mean, yeah, I mean, I don't see why not. You could just be like, this character is who I'm using as my little mascot. Like, I would go, oh, they're a mascot if they're not supposed to be you. If they're supposed to be you, they're a Sona. Because that's what words mean. The Gravekeeper makes scuttling noises when he walks. You can kind of, whatever's the funnier noise for him to make, you can go with that. Like, if you wanted, he could technically make slopping noises. You could, like, kind of, like, go up and down like a slug or something. If that was something you thought would be funnier. He, like, slimes across the floor, you know? It's really up to the meme, honestly. Mr. Krabs walking noise. Squishy, like he's wearing sneakers that got rained on. Either Marvin the Martian walking sound or Mr. Krabs walking sound. Watch out. The Graves presence. Watch out the Graves presence. He will slosh all over the place. Fair enough answer. I think at one point I wanted to make my Sona a literal jar of preserves, just a bunch of jam. Maybe for April Fool's Day at some point, or never. To be fair, if you were like, I want a little mascot to recognize as me when I give, like information or something, and you want it to just be a jar of jam, that's pretty funny, and I like that a lot. But, like, you could just do that. You just can. I would give it, like, some kind of thing to emote with, I guess, if you wanted to, like, draw it being able to do that. Or you could just use it as like a stamp, as like, this is from me, you know? You could use the little watermark sticker. This is jam. This is something from jam, if you wanted to. But I definitely don't think it's necessary by any means. A jar of jam with a pen taped to the side. Yeah, it really comes down to what you want to do as well. If you want, like, sort of an individual presence, it's good to have one. If you don't, it's better to not have one and just have your art and be like, this is my art. Once again, I'm out here talking about, you know, intent, goals, yada yada. Old man's shit, you know? How many apples tall is the Gravekeeper? Another very vague sort of concept. Kind of however big you want him to be, but I tend to draw him large because I think it's funnier. Let me find... if I even have it, just in the art stuff. Do I have it stuffed somewhere? No. Oh, he's probably in another one of my sketchbooks. Hold on, chat. From last year? I usually draw him quite large, but there is no consistent scale. Oh, fuck. Was it the year before? Must have been the year before. I squint my eyes, I peer. Fuck it. Can't find him. In all the drawings I've done of him, he's the size of an average torso, so he lacks feet and leaves him pretty small. I generally go with, like, he's big. He's like an ogre in my brain. He's a big fella. Do you ever lose focus and just realize you animate an extra third leg? No, I've never done that. Mine's more of like, oh, the hand's on the wrong side or something. I remember him being pretty big compared to Courtney and Lynette. when you were doing the Moe's bar joke, unless I'm imagining the picture. No, you're right, yeah. That one I actually can find quickly. That one's just in here. Or is he ushering them out? Where is he? Where could he be? Definitely in my... Yeah. I would say he stands about the size of an average person. No, this was when I was done my first year of doing dailies. One of the months was Grimdeed's month, and when this is what I did to end it, was a little comic of him shooing them out of the graveyard. There you go. He's actually super tall and shredded. He's just always squatted, requiring a wide robe to hide his legs. True. Are you saying he can be as big as he wants? Can he become really small? He can be really small if you want him to be, yes. That is totally fine. If you want him to be teeny tiny, sure. I guess there's probably a level of like, does it really match the tone of him as a character to be really small? But you could make him very small. I wouldn't really care. It's less of a power and more of like a tune logic thing. I guess you could think of it like that. Look at him, he's so wide. Yeah, he's very wide. It's silly. Heard the Gravekeeper was shredded, heard the Gravekeeper was ripped, heard the Gravekeeper had an 8-pack. He's got like a fucking 20-pack, dude. He's just a big coiled up torso in there. This is just the form he takes so that other human brains can fathom him. His true form is like 3 inches taller. Holy fuck. Just asking if there's any consistency to his size. I would say generally he's sort of like a big... He's like a big tall person. There's like a little bit of an intimidation factor with his size, but if you want him to be smaller, you can make him smaller. And if you want him to be bigger, you can make him bigger. I really don't mind either way. He's quite loose. Again, we're going mostly for memes here, so... Oh my god, there ended up being 34 of you in here. What the fuck? A bunch of people just silently sort of wandered in and went, look at this silly fella. Listen to his silly words. I like your words, magic man. And to that I say, fucking why? What is wrong with you? Ugh. At least 6 feet tall. Taller is appreciated because it makes him feel even more intimidating. There you go. His award-winning smile, his shit-eating grin. I'm realizing, chat, I should have done just a bunch of refs for Artfight streams, but I guess I was only here a week beforehand, but I'm realizing I would have gotten a lot more done. Would have gotten a lot more done of them done, I think. This sort of deal. And they can be kind of messy, and it doesn't much matter. They don't have to be perfect and shit. I am free. In many ways, chat, I am free. I've kind of like, for parts of this, I will be honest that I've sort of like faded into the darkness and forgotten you guys were here a little bit, so I apologize. That was the JFK impersonation ever. Thanks, man. It also makes his head super huge. Like, goddamn, his skull's the size of the average human rib cage. Good. As it should be. No, when he grows and shrinks, the size of his head's the only thing that stays the same. That's very funny. Oh, wait. If he's the size of a regular human, then the skull in his head isn't... his head ain't an adult's skull. He's got a little... It's from a little goblin. Don't worry, Dade. It's no child was harmed in the making of his hat. You know? It was just a little goblin. A little goblin, little gnome that he found and skinned. It's fine. It's fine! Don't worry about it! Eating bread and milk like a peasant while watching Grave, like a show in the old century. So what? Bread and milk? Huh. I imagine that is you defending him to a judge in court. Guys, come on. Also, chat, you want to talk about me having to defend something? I wanna share with you a quick showcase of what the sort of what I'm going for the oh, give me your art fight thing. But I'll be so. I thought it would be funny if demanding your guys' art fight is essentially it's loading. Hold on. It doesn't have access to such skulls. You ran and grab it. Yeah. Is that me putting you in a firing line? The long line up to you were close, Izzy. Firing squad, but just me. Just the Gravekeeper. You were close, yes. So, there you go. That's you'll see this today, I guess, when I'm done. Lever action 2. So, here's the thing, Jam. I was like, would it be actually kind of funny if I looked up what the standard weapon used for firing squads is, and that's what it is in the US. I like the guy on the right, looks like he's saying, hey guys, what's going on? So yeah, there was some research that went into it because I thought it would be funny. Your streamer's an odd one, chat. Your streamer's got a weird sense of humor. But he's your streamer and you fucking chose him. And what is that says more about you than it does about me, really. I say. I cope. I go, haha. What a little. Streamer, I hardly know her. Is it like a draw your OC with this base? No, it's a. I do these things called stream it even says it in here. It's a stream announcement. So like if I go down to like the New Year's stream, I'll post this to be like, hey, I'm doing a stream. There'll be text on it and it'll be give me your art fight, basically. Because I'm doing a mass attack as like a thank you. So that's sort of the idea with it. I did them all the time. So. I'm gonna be demanding you get in line, and it's gonna be like, yo. So the actual attack will be normal? So wait. What do you mean the actual attack, Izzy? Sorry, I'm confused. Yes. Oh, yeah. The actual attack is not going to be me putting your guys' characters in a firing line. That's not what's going to be happening. I'm not going to be lining up your guys' characters against the wall and be like, well, it's time. Yeah, no. Not the, not the plan. It's gonna be, again, the goal of the attack is it's gonna be a nicer version of the thing I did for Christmas. Gonna be a nicer version of this. This is what the actual attack will be. Like that. There you go. So I have just a big spread of characters in a big old pile. Yes. Go. You don't need to worry about me shooting them, I guess. Okay. I'll just put. This. And then we'll knock the... Funny, yeah. That's not what you're worried about? What are you worried about? Audio, what are you worried about? Let me know what you're worried about, and I will answer to the best of my ability, I suppose, and then I'll fucking get out of here. However, I think we did pretty good today, chat. We got this done, and we got this done. I think that's a job well done. Don't worry about it, you'll see sometime soon. Okay. Alright, I guess. Okay. Well. Yeah, if that's the case, then, what if instead of the Gravekeeper, he was the Grave Loser? What the fuck? Dylan, what was that for? What was that for? Out of left field. Dylan not screaming at me for fucking one moment, and then he just started yelling at me? He loses graves? I see. Anyway, yeah. I'm gonna get out of here. I got stuff I gotta do today. Thank you for hanging out. I'll see you all Monday. It'll be a good time. All right. But for, I guess, Monday for the start of the mass attacks. See ya, everyone. Bye-bye. Goodbye. Bye-bye.